Welcome back to another game, and in the blue we have Venus Bagiofro. This is a name I never get right, in my opinion, of course, because I actually have no idea if I'm saying it right or not, and I always take a stab at it every time we have a video with him, so I thought I'd give it a go again. And of course, if you do know the correct pronunciation, put it in the comments below. So he's going to be playing as the Huns, and we are on Yucatan. You should be able to tell because we do have these two berry bushes here, as well as these three boar over here. And his opponent for this game is going to be CKF Duck, who we know quite well actually, going to be playing in the red as the Huns as well. This map, you can see Mongols on it quite a bit actually, because of the fact you've got so much. You get one very large deer pile and three boars, so that really helps maximize their bonus. And you get these two nice forage areas here, and then generally you've got your big gold and your big stone and whatnot. And a fair few turkeys actually. I think you get like 8 on this map. If we have a quick look about, we can see 4, 6... yeah, 7, 8 sounds about right. Anyway, so what are we going to see in this game? That's a good question because, like we've said, this map is a lot differently played from Arabia because there are a lot more natural resources on it. So if we have a look straight away, we can see that both of Duck's golds here, well, all of his golds actually are forward, which means he's going to have a bit of trouble walling himself in. If he wants to come straight across here, wall this area, wall across here and wall across here, yeah, then he can wall himself in quite easily, which is really nice actually. But again, this gold's not in the nicest place in the world, and this hill here is going to be a real big pain to try and deal with, especially if you're trying to defend uphill. For Backfrego, I'm probably just going to call him Blue, because that's how I always end up doing it. If you look at him, his positioning is even worse. He has his stones up over here, which is a pretty shocking place to have them. His golds here are right in the front. He does have 4 though, pretty close. So that should be a little bit easier than the one that's all the way over here. So, if we come back over here, we see the berry bushes are both in the back, so that's kind of nice as well. The boars were at the front, so there could have been a steal there, but I don't think we're going to see one in this game. And apart from that, if we just note, the big woods really are on this side here, really, and we don't have any real big lakes, so it's not as easy to wall off as most Yucatans seem to be. So that's an interesting one there, probably the most important things to note. On another topic completely, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who commented on my little video I made the other day. Yes, it was done really quickly. It was done in about 20 minutes, including like the 5 minutes it took to do the camera work, which didn't take a lot. So I just wanted an opinion on that and see where that's going, because I didn't want to dedicate time to anything that's just going to be shot out of the water and do nothing with it, when I could be doing commentaries. That's the reason I did it, and it's down now, so because, like we just explained, it's not very well produced or anything, and I didn't think I wanted it on the channel, honestly. If people look at that straight away and go, is this really what I want to be subscribed to? So I thought that was an interesting one there. Now let's have a look at what we've got. We do have Blue coming forward right now with 3 militia and the Scout. Scout having all its HP, which is really important for joshing, because it can just take so much extra hits, whereas if it gets hit by the town centre, it gets killed off a lot easier, and that's really easy actually to think of. But still, over here, the palisade wall, and it looks like we're actually going to see a Blue forward here. This could be really interesting and bad. Tower is going up actually, and this villager here is to repair. If the tower goes up in time, we could see a lot of damage. He's actually taken stone as well, so it looks like we're going to see quite a big trash, which is interesting. We've seen 3 villagers on gold as well. Might even see the barracks come down on the front here. This is going to be an interesting one. A little bit of extra palisade going up here, which is an interesting choice considering this piece of wall here is nearly down and there's a tower going up here. Don't think there's actually a lot he's going to be able to do about it though, because he can't exactly put his own tower up here in defense because that one will go up too quickly. And it looks like more villagers are actually being tasked to this wall here, so it looks like it's going to be a bit of walling from Tim right now. Of course, constructing that Great Wall of China. And now, however, he's going to be in a bit of trouble because he's not going to be able to defend it quite so well. We have actually seen the Man-at-Arms upgrade too, which is quite interesting. Forward archery ranges or stable or whatever he wants to go for could definitely be an option right now. However, more and more wall are going up, and it looks like we're actually seeing a massive amount of wall here, which is going to be quite dangerous. Duck only just advancing up. If we actually stop and slow down and have a look at the populations, we can see the blue is on 31, while as red is on 26, which is an interesting one. I guess, though, blue has been up in the feudal age for a lot longer, and he does have a lot of military units out. So that's really going to help him with his overall. Watchtower is going up here as well. Blue putting one up on this wood over here, which is going to be quite good because this is really where most of his villages were on gathering wood. So they're all going to have to be transferred down here, and he's going to lose valuable seconds on that one. Watchtower is going up here. It does look like it's going to be on the low ground. So we'll be taking a little bit more damage from, with Duck really starting to get behind now. Another tower is going up though, so we can see the Blue's really starting to put into this tower rush, which is an interesting one because we don't usually see too big a tower pushes on this level. It's generally all about the flush, but we'll see how this works out because of course if they do get through and like this tower positioning here has been great because it's stopped this wall coming up for so much longer. But I don't think those men-at-arms are still going to be able to get through there because those walls still do have 900, 1000 HP on them. So, 900, sorry, not 9000, 900, 1000 HP on both those pieces of walls. So pretty good. We do actually see the wall off going on for Blue right now, and it looks like I almost thought it was going to fast castle when I saw that. We've got the Smith there. I guess if he advanced up around now, he would be able to call it a fast castle, but he just does not have the food income for it. He does have a lot of gold available actually, so he could actually buy some food there, and we'll actually keep an eye on that to see if he does it. And what's he going for? Anything? No. Oh, and a transport ship comes out. That's an interesting one there from Blue. Going to be able to pick off these villagers here really easily. So we do know that man-at-arms do so much damage against villagers. They really can't stand up and fight them because they just take so much damage, and the man-at-arms are stronger. They are a lot stronger once you hit the fiddle age. They can 1v1 a militia, but when it gets up to man-at-arms, you're in a lot of trouble, and things like this have to happen. All your villagers have to be taken off, and if they micro the man-at-arms well enough, you're going to lose a lot of villagers. That's just how it goes. And this one here, yes, and taking all of his villagers off production right now to try and kill off these man-at-arms. We can see this has been an extremely successful drush. Which is a really interesting one. Getting walled in there, though. Looks like they will get 2 extra kills, though, which is always nice, because everything he does at this point is really hurting his opponent's economy. Stable is down, so we could see a fast cast out of him straight into Knight. Duck, no, he does have the resources to, though. Once he gets a little bit extra gold, he does not have... Yes, he has a blacksmith, actually, saying that. And there we go, is he going to advance? Yes, he is advancing up to Castle Age. This is good. It looks like he's going to be going for a Knight. Whereas, if we check Blue, he's going up as well, and he's going to be up a little bit sooner. Off this, I can't see exactly what he's going to be doing off the back of it. I haven't seen any buildings come up. He has really walled off, so he could be going for a pretty full-on boom here. But the harassment so far has been absolutely great from him. He's managed to do a lot of damage. And actually, if we check the population, Blue on 43, Duck only on 35, so he's done a great job there keeping that villager count down. Even seeing some fishing ships come out, just using every little advantage he's got right now. Those men-at-arms, that was probably one of the most successful drushes I've seen in a long time. And they're still alive. That proves to you just how good they are. Looks like he's going to try and crack in through this area over here. And of course, if he gets through there, he might actually be able to kill off a blacksmith, kill off a barracks, kill off something at any rate. Let's see, what's the plan here? What are you going for? Town center? Yes, it looks like we're going to be in for a boom now. And booming off the back of a successful drush is really, really strong. People don't really see how strong it is, especially when you go straight from drush into the fast castle. It's a really strong move to be able to do. Over here, it looks like no murder holes yet. It looks like that tower there that will be proving quite a bit of trouble to actually take out. And this knight here is pretty much going to be a free kill for Blue right now. And he will get it eventually, of course. And these just men-at-arms not knowing what to do with themselves. And we actually see a siege workshop and a monastery. It looks like he's going for a mini-boom right now. Going to be keeping that villager production as stable as possible. And then off the back of that, he's going to be going for a good siege push up here with some monks by the looks of it. We're about to see a monk siege push, which is really common in Arena. And I guess that's what this matchup is actually turning into right now. Because, well, what do we have? We have walls around all of our players. Sounds fair enough to me. Could actually lose a knight here, or another one. In this case, I can't see what actually happened to the last one. We actually have 2 archer rangers going down and a university for a duck, which means he's going to be able to try and get some of those cavalry archers out. And right now, that monk trying to get the conversion on that knight might just get it. Yes, it does. That's going to be a big score there, especially if he manages to get another one. That was a great plan there by Blue getting that one. Definitely showing how strong a player he is right here. This knight should be able to take out this man-at-arms without really any trouble at all. And it looks like we're going to see mass cavalry archers from Duck. Over here, it looks like the villagers were trying to move forward, but I don't think were they gold miners. They could have been moving forward to try and take this gold here, but he's already been walled in. We do have 2 mangonels already out, so we could go for some really big tower. Well, not tower pushes, but pushes in on those. And he does know his... Well, does he know his opponent's going for cavalry archers? He does not know that, so there we go. And speeding it up yet again, because we want to see what happens here. Monks everywhere. It looks like he's going to be trying to get as many conversions on these knights as he can. Right here, though, he could be in trouble. These monks will not drop the relic and run. Get the conversion. And attacking there with the low HP knight, very smart player actually there from Duck. Deciding if he's going to give his opponent a knight, he may as well give him the one with like 17 HP. Thing is though, he got 3 conversions out of that with the 3 monks. He hasn't lost one yet, looks like he's about to. Just didn't make it to the tower there. And of course that knight that he did have is now being healed up, so that's working out quite well for him. Another town centre going up for a blue right now. And it looks like the cavalry archer production has been started now, which is going to be quite helpful, because it means he's going to have an army, he's going to have something to actually fight with. These villagers over here are going to get killed off by these knights pretty easily. And again, just the healing on these units here. There we go, and it looks like we're about to see the cavalry archer push from Duck here. Doesn't really have what he needs actually to be able to push in here, especially considering he's only got the fletching, he doesn't have bodkin yet. And he also is going up against some monks with 9 range on them, so they're going to be really hard to close in on actually. I'm going to assume ballistics is done because he's got the university, but we'll see as soon as he tries to hit a moving target. I guess most likely these knights. We do have these mangonels out. Does he know yet that he's going for cavalry archers? He does not. He hasn't seen them yet. But as soon as he does see them, he's going to be very happy with this one. Siege Workshop over here, so we did see the Duck did try and forward his opponent, but he did notice this was here, and there's not really a lot you can do about it. However, he does know that these mangonels are out now, which is a really big bonus. Knowing what your opponent has is probably one of the biggest bonuses you can have in this game. So, continuing to push out over here, anything going on interesting with the economies. We can still see Duck's actually still one town centering it because he hasn't been able to get onto any extra stone, which is interesting. Hasn't put up a market either, so he's just primarily going off that one town center. And it looks like we're about to see an engagement here. Could go badly for Duck, actually. And here we go. The knight, of course, will be supported by the cavalry archers, which hopefully get to stay on the hill. No, they won't. This knight, though, might be able to take out one of these mangonels. Going to lose that villager there, though, so we'll take out this. One mangonel is down. He might even get the second one here, actually. Saying that, I think he will. Yes, he does, and doesn't take any damage on the cavalry archers. Very well played. However, the cavalry archers right now are caught outside the base, so they're going to have to find a way in to really try and do some harassment at this stage. Not a lot else they will be able to do. Now, this tower over here is still preventing any gathering from this stone pile, which is a really smart move. And it looks like these knights might be able to do some damage to these cavalry archers. They are going to retreat out anyway, so he shouldn't lose any. Did manage to take out a monk there as well, which is another 100 gold, which is a really important hit actually. So let's check out the populations right now as soon as these knights either get killed off or run back. Losing one there. Not the best play in the world, but still not the worst. We do see Blue on 87, Duck on 54, so there's definitely a big lead there for Blue. His economy is going to be smashing his opponent right now. He does have the 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going for this one up here. It's not out yet, but he will have 5 town centers when he's done with this, which is a really impressive amount to actually have. Whereas Duck's still on the 1 town center, which he hasn't been able to help because, well, he doesn't have stone. So unless he wants to put down a market or something, he's not going to be able to really do it. He is catching his opponent slowly though. These looks like we're going to see a good push here from Duck actually. These battering rams will be able to do quite a bit of damage to this gate. Once it goes down, they will be able to push in. The cavalry archers naturally will be able to try and snipe as many villages as possible. Looks like we are going to see another wall coming up behind that though for Blue, so speeding things along. I'm going to assume there's a mangonel in here, and then it's going to be able to kill a lot of cavalry archers. But we will find out soon. What's he doing? There's a castle going up here on the high ground, so this could actually stop the entire push in its tracks right now. Knights actually pushing out against this cavalry archer over here. Very smart counterattack from Blue. Going to be able to try and get some harassment on this mining camp. And a little bit of a voice break there, because I need some water. But anyway, cavalry archers moving forward. This castle looks like it will go up. It's going to be a close one though, going to depend how close these cavalry archers play it. And they're going to have to start picking them off soon. I guess getting close and hope he doesn't have murder holes is the best option at this stage. Still 4 battering rams going to be able to go onto this one actually, which is going to be really damaging. And there we go, it looks like in nice and close. And like flint, there we go. So it's going to be an interesting one here to see if this castle actually stays up. Don't think he has murder holes right now. He might actually, considering he's so No murder holes. More rams moving in. We do see these mangonels, so they are going to be doing a great job to take out these battering rams. The question is, will it take too long? And these cavalry archers again getting into, well, the range of this castle. And Tarkin actually out for blue, which is an interesting one. Going to be able to take out those rams without too much hassle at all. Only, of course, not doing a lot of damage, because we do know rams, they do have a lot of HP, so there's not really a lot you can do about it. Might still lose this castle though. Saying that, he did just lose his other 2 rams, so it looks like this one should be fine to stand and fight for another day. Speeding things along. Again, still not being able to have access to the stone here or this one because he's walled. Actually, there we go, as I say it, perfect timing. Looks like he's going to be going for that stone there. Could be going for a castle, could be going for more town centers, could be going for any number of things. Anyway, 1 ram getting out of there alive. Well, not alive, out of the siege workshop. Another one under production here. And taking quite a bit of damage on those cavalry archers. Again, seeing that little bit of damage, it looks like the towers will be taken out by these rams, which is really going to be helpful for a duck, but he's still 1,300 points behind, showing just how good of an economy blue has at the moment, which is absolutely great, because it means he's just going to be able to keep creating units until his opponent can't, and then he'll win. That is really what will happen at this stage, because as we can see, there is a small amount of cavalry archers on the map. However, this economy over here is going to be able to support a lot of knights. We actually see 5 stables going up right now, which is a lot. And actually, he's not on his way up to Imperial. He's actually nearly an Imperial, so it's going to be a pretty big run over once he gets there, unless our duck can get up. And it doesn't look like he's going to be anywhere near it, actually. And we could even see paladins from blue right now, which is an interesting one. Because, of course, yes, knights are being created, which means we should see Cavalier than Paladin, because he will have the resources to do this. He does have a great economy, so once that starts really kicking in, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Villagers over here, though, could potentially lose a few, losing only 2, not the worst situation in the world. Still not going to be able to gather from this camp here for a while. Over here we go, they will be able to do this little bit of damage here. And battering ram moving in from this side here. The knights, though, are going to be a really big threat to these cavalry archers, especially once they get those extra upgrades on them, because once they have 2+4 armor, they're really hard to kill off with cavalry archers when they only have 6+2 attack. Going to be a really interesting one here to see how Duck tries to hold this one out. Knights actually moving across the map right now, seeing another siege workshop come up on the front. Not even really bothering about these units over here. He does have a mangonel out here, so he should be able to kill off a lot of them. The main thing he's going to have to worry about is his battering rams, but then he's got knight production here, cavalier production at this stage, actually. I don't think he's going to be able to afford paladin right now, but still, actually, these cavalry archers could do a lot of damage if they're not hit by this mangonel badly. It looks like cavalier, of course, 2+4 armor on them now. And picking a good position actually for those cavalry archers. The positioning there is really good. Battering rams getting taken out first, of course, because, well, they're the things that are going to do the most damage at this stage. While we do have a big push coming in the front here for Duck, he's going to be able to defend it thanks to these walls, but if some siege comes in here or we see a forward castle go down, there's definitely going to be trouble for Duck. Let's see, is he going up? Duck. Yes, Duck's only just going up now. He's going to be a bit behind, but I think he will be able to hold out for a while longer, just until his opponent really gets some siege out. And saying that, do we have any villagers moving forward? These guys here, maybe? What's the plan? What is the plan? Petards, even smarter. Going to be able to bust through this section of the wall over here, and because of that, of course, he's going to be able to just run in and just gut the base. I think he will have seen it, though. This will be a close one. And naturally, having that 2 armor on them, they will be able to. And there we go. It is open now. In come the Cavalier. This will be extremely hard for Duck actually to hold off. Surprised he hasn't got any spears out yet, just because they'd be able to just deter the knights for a little bit. But then again, still at this stage, there's not really a lot he can do. He is just damaging the economy at this stage, focusing on the villagers, not really caring about this cavalry arch damage that's coming in. Of course, they do have 2+4 armor, so what's really to worry about? Another big band of paladins, well, not paladins, cavalier coming in right now. Again, just continuing to kill off villagers. I wouldn't be surprised actually to see the town centre get taken out. And if that gets taken out while you're researching Imperial Age, you know that's a moment that sucks, especially when it's get killed off at like 90% or something, and you just rage. over here, though, it looks like they are doing quite a bit of damage to the amount of cavalry archers. They are downhill a bit, but nothing too bad. Over here, more villagers getting killed off. Over here, if he gets to this wood over here, it's going to be a real lot of trouble. Hasn't killed off the town center yet, so we can see that Imperial Age is still on the way. Cavalry archers over here are taking out these cavaliers slowly but certainly. They will be able to. These towers helping out a great deal with those garrison villages. And, of course, for right now, if we just look, they just soak up damage. Naturally, that one will get killed off. Yes. There we go. And it looks like the Cavaliers over here will be able to deal with this cavalry after getting some small reinforcements. Even though they're fighting uphill, they will be able to do a lot of damage. And... ooh, actually re-walling there. Very, very smart choice there by Duck to stop that. Will stop all of the Cavalier running into his base. However, at this stage, he doesn't have much of an economy left, so I don't know exactly what there is to save. He has just hit Imperial Age and wants to plan. Cavalry Archer, Cavalry Archer, Cavalry Archer. More and more Cavalry Archers. Paladin just hit then by Blue. This is pretty much over now. I don't think there's really a lot that Duck can do. And there we go, actually, resigning out just as I said. Perfect timing. Anyway, there we go, a Huns v Huns on Yucatan. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next game.